I'm drinking sea butter, honey, and apple cider vinegar. Very good for weight loss and yummy as well. How you guys doing? I woke up early and went back to sleep again, guys. So right now it's after 11 in the morning. And I'm gonna go. I have to go to town. I'm going to go and post something. And I have to write down the address. I have to go and post something. How you guys doing though? Jàmm ngeenam. Mbaa defu leen dara. Wait guys, I have to write the address correctly. Because if I'm one arrow, that's me done. And sometimes when I don't write the address correctly, when I'm posting people's stuff, I get so much mess up stuff. They send the address to wrong places and send the stuff to wrong places, and sometimes I have to lose my money and everything, guys. So now I don't take this lightly. When I'm writing address, I have to focus. That's good, but I have to have another sticker where I write my own address down in case if they don't find the person, they'll bring it back to me, guys. 2 seconds. I'll go and get that one. I'll write it first. Hello. The hair, I sell it. If you want one, I braid one for you. You have to pay deposit. Can't be sitting here braiding for some people because it's just waste of energy. You braid, you finish. They're gonna tell you today, tomorrow. So now when anyone is buying anything, when they want me to braid it, they have to ask for I have to ask for deposit, you know. This one I'm just sending the wig, you know, like the wigs that I always wear. That's what I'm sending. Somebody bought one. Almost all of the wigs that I wear, I sell them. I'm just gonna give it a quick trim for the person. They want me to trim the front hair. I'm coming, guys. 2 seconds. Packaging done. Yeah. Hello. So this is my breakfast / lunch. For some of you that are doing the weight loss journey with me, this is the chia seed. You can see that's the leftover. 1 tablespoon of chia seed. Chia seed is very good for your health. 1 tablespoon of chia seed, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or half a lemon, 1 tablespoon of honey, and warm water. You don't have to boil the water until it's boiling and you're making tea, but warm. If it's already boiled, place the water there and wait for a couple of minutes. Let it cool down like 2 minutes or so, and then you add your stuff. The weight loss journey is gonna work, guys. As you can see, this trouser, when I bought it not long ago, it was not this loose. I don't know if you guys remember this Primark trouser. Look at how much it's losing now. I have to use the belt, and I'm not used to belt. I hate belt. I don't wear belt at all. I normally just buy stuff that you don't need belt, you know. But I love these trousers. But yeah, guys, the weight loss is working. Can't dance, guys. I'm tired. Yesterday I was a little bit worn out with work. So today I wanted to go to the gym, but can't be bothered choking myself with the gym because I have to go and post this, and then I have to go and buy some hair for Friday walk. I have another walk on Friday, and to buy some chicken, some halal chicken. My daughter is very strict. She doesn't eat any meat that is not halal. I don't like any meat that is not halal, but I can get away with cooking chicken that is not halal sometimes. My daughter won't eat it. How embarrassing is that? She's more strict than her own mother with this, you know, halal thing. Subhanallah, bless her. So I sometimes have to go, and the halal shop is so far from me, guys. It's unbelievable. No any halal shop in my area at all. Thank you. So let me see if any of you was writing something. You love the hair? Yeah, if you want any of the hairs that I wear in my videos, just let me know. If it's this one, I have to braid it for you. And you have to pay a deposit. Because it's going to take time to braid. And I'm not going to braid it if you're not going to pay me deposit. Because I experience sometimes I do work for people, and then they're going to have to tell me to wait and wait for payment, you know, or something. It's hard. And you don't want to be rude to your customers or clients or whatever you call it. So I just learned that now if I want something, if people want something, they have to like pay me or give me deposit at least, you know. So I know they're serious. Especially if the something is something that I have to, if it's something like this, you have to sit down and braid it and braid it and braid it for hours. I want to do little makeup, but just a little makeup, guys. Little makeup, very small makeup. I just don't have mascara. What's the English word? I think it's mascara, the English word. Yes, mascara. Yes, mascara is the English word for it. I don't have it. I have it, but I don't know where it is. Like, I don't know if my daughter took it or what. So now, if I'm gonna do makeup, I'll try to wear these eyelashes instead. Let's see. So today we're going to talk about trying to change somebody. Trying to change somebody. It's one of the most challenging things that us human beings sometimes go through. And it's sometimes possible, but for the most part it's not possible, simply because us that are trying to change people, we don't know how to change them, and the people that we are trying to change, for the most part, don't know why they have to change, or why we want them to change, or the benefit of them changing. So changing somebody, trying to change somebody. A lot of people say that you cannot really change someone. It's not really the truth. You can change some people depending on the person and the situation and you that is trying to change them. And what you're changing them from. The end, you didn't give the number and the wig was urgent for my auntie. Oh, sorry, you wanted the wig and I didn't give my number. I'll give you my number in case next time. I don't like to give my number all the time because some men just take my number and calling. They're not even buying nothing, you know. They're making my business very difficult. The men, they always try to get my number, calling me and trying to ask me out and stuff, wasting what I'm doing. I think because I did a couple of comedy videos in the past looking for a husband, saying, oh, I'm looking for a husband, which is why I stopped doing those videos, by the way. You know, I just carry stuff. I normally do it like outside on the street. Sometimes I carry my African shopping on my head. I'll be like, I'm looking for a husband. You know, did you guys know anybody come and marry me, please? You know, something like this, like a joke, stupid joke. Of course, I'm a comedian and I am single, but you cannot look for a husband like that. I did that because I saw somebody I saw an audio that was going on, and the man, that one Senegalese guy, he made an audio that people was, I don't know, it was a video, but I saw the audio going around on TikTok, people using the audio, and the man is saying that if anyone love me, let me know. I'm not difficult, I'm very easy. If you love me, just let me know. So I saw people using that, even women, and I thought, oh, instead of women using this, asking men to date them, this is ridiculous. I said, I'll just do a comedy video and saying I'm looking for a husband, and the women will use that audio. So when I did that, a lot of my fans were using the audio. But I think a lot of men, I don't think it's because of that anyway, because even before I start doing that, a lot of our men just attacking women to marry them, because a lot of them don't even know what marriage is, you know, like, and a lot of them don't really take this marriage thing personally and seriously. So they just jumping to marry you because they're not even taking you so serious. They don't think about what they're gonna gain or lose in this love. They don't think about that. So they just think about having you, you know. It's crazy, man. Hello, thank you so much. You're watching from Sierra Leone. Ooh. You know, Sierra Leone is like Gambia in a way, because a lot of Sierra Leone people used to move to Gambia after the war and stuff. Your first lady is from Gambia as well. I love Sierra Leone people. Bless you. Thank you for watching. Sierra Leone is like mini Gambia in a way. Or Gambia is like mini Sierra Leone in a way. I don't know. We have things in common. Even some food, we have some food in common. You know the ebe I've been eating here these days, guys. That ebe also Sierra Leone people cook it. But I think they cook it slightly different from us. And the cassava leaf and everything. Oh, cassava leaf. Don't make me cook cassava leaf, guys. I have cassava leaf in the freezer for so long. Oh, I might buy the stuff I need to cook cassava leaf today. Thank you so much. You like my skin? You were here joking till the end of the life. Oh, last time I asked. Oh, I forgot about giving you the number. This is why I don't give my number. I can give you now, but for next time. But like I said, whenever I type my number, a lot of men just take it and just try to call me on WhatsApp and going crazy, and it's ridiculous. And they're not gonna buy anything. But just like, ooh, I like you, ooh, da da da. 4, 4, 7, 9. No. 7, 8, 5, 2, 9, 0. That's the number. Yes, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is very similar to Gambia for so many things. Cassava leaf. Oh, cassava leaf is everything. Cassava leaf. So nice. I love it. Oh my God. So nice. Don't make me cook it, guys. Cassava leaf. Let me fix this. Hello. Nangende. Cassava leaf is so nice. But my favorite is okra soup. There's nothing like okra soup to me. When I cook cassava leaf, I put moringa powder in it. I try to eat moringa as much as I can with almost anything that it can go with. Cassava leaf and moringa powder goes together very, very well. So what you're gonna do is you cook your cassava leaf until it's nearly finished, and you add 1 tablespoon of moringa powder and mix it. And this is your cassava leaf. Beautiful and healthy. Moringa powder is everything. Us Africans, we don't eat moringa powder enough. It's very sad. We have to eat moringa powder because moringa powder is very good for your health. Oh no, it's too close to my eye. Don't worry guys, I'll fix it. Let me look at the eye thingy first. It's like, it's like it's not been done properly, but you know, I'm not very good at makeup, guys, but I just do whatever. I have one from orphanage that I adopt, say is given to early marriage. They already give her or what? Why can't you try to save her? I will be cooking it with moringa powder now. Yes, always cook it with moringa powder. Don't put the moringa powder early. You wait until it's almost done. Like you have 10 minutes before you take it out or less. Like 6-7 minutes before you take it out, and you add the moringa powder. You mix, and then you take it out. It's very good. Who was that was given to early marriage? My eyes, when I'm trying to do makeup, sometimes they cry. They give her to a man 75 years old. And she was 13. I told you, it's still happening. When and where was that? Is that in Sierra Leone? I hate this old man. They're so chagga and idiot. You know, they like women, they like young people. God will punish them, you know. But the parents too, they need to find a break and stop this. Africa don't know the value of the woman. That's the problem. Africa don't know the worth of the woman. The value of the woman, that's what Africa don't know. They think the woman is nothing. They don't have to protect her or love her or be there for her. That's why Africa will never develop. They think the woman and the children, they're nothing. Especially the people in the government, they're worse. They never think of women and children. They always think of food and sex and different women. That's it. Different beautiful girls to sex with. All these government people in Africa, they're worse. They only think about sex with young beautiful girls, and they don't protect the young women and children. That's why Africa is like this, and Africa will always be poor and horrible until they stop that, and they will never stop that. They will never stop that, so they don't even like it when you tell them. Like when I talk about it, they get angry. So how are they gonna change? And they don't even want to hear their problem, what they're doing. Where do you buy the glue? It's from Primark. It's just £1. I love it. It's just £1 from Primark, and you make like this, and then you just the one that you put on the last, I hate it. That one doesn't work for me at all. Since I know this one, I'm like, what the hell? No one is buying this horrible other one. Everyone should buy this one. It's so easy to use, even though I'm not very good at fixing lashes. And sometimes I try to like do like this, to fold it down like this, to make it lie down on it like this. It's gonna look more natural. I have that trick that I learned from my daughter. So when you close your eye, nobody will see anything, you know, like, hi, hello. Go to Primark and get it. It's just £1. She is from our second city in Sierra Leone village. When was that? 13-year-old arranged marriage to 75-year-old. This is why I never stop talking about this. People are not talking about it. People who go through it like me, you know, and stuff, when they finish going through it, they are ashamed of it, so they don't talk about it. it's like they assume, and people also in the community, when you're talking about something serious, they will just tell you, it's your past, leave it, it's your past. So when you're talking about it, doesn't mean that you did not leave it or whatever the hell they're trying to tell you. Doesn't mean that you're not moved on. They're just not going to allow you to move on even. For me, why is my healing journey is even harder with my community is that they keep bullying you, you know, and yowling you and calling you names, you know. They're even going to insult you for marrying so many times. Someone like me, they're like, oh my God, you've been married this many times. And they know that when I was like 16, that's when I was at my marriage number 4. At 16, at my marriage number 4. And they still had the gut to yowl me and bully me for being so many times married or whatever, you know. So they're making it difficult for people who want to help people who already been through it. For example, not me, I'll never stop because I don't want these girls to continue this. But for other people who are watching me, for example, and they want to come out and join the fight because they also were married young, they're not going to have the gut to come out. And just now I was watching a young girl. She's not a young girl, but she's young. She's 28 now, yeah. And she has 4 children. Beautiful girl. She look like a top model. She's from Sudan. Beautiful dark-skinned girl. Tall, beautiful, you know, this Sudan look. She was married at 15. And she is from Australia. They arranged married her still. She was seeing that in the comment section in front of me here. Just now before the video, she said that was the first time ever she mentioned it on her live video like that. And she says she wants to talk about it, but it's not the right time now to start talking about it. And she's arranged marriage and she's from Australia. 15, when she was 15, to an older person who she doesn't want. So people are doing it. Some of these parents have the gut to do it because people don't talk about it. So if they're going to do it and nobody's going to talk about it, why not they do it? Because some of them get money from it. It's not all, but some parents get money from it. I don't think they're doing it just for the money. I don't think like all of these parents are evil. Someone like my mom and stuff. My mom is very kind and loving. It's just that my mom, her share was given to my dad when my mom was a baby. She was not even 12 or she was just 12 then. And my dad was like this age you're talking about or what? My dad was old gray. So they're not gonna know that it's wrong. But she is now 17. Is she still with the man? Yes, she is a same. You see, she don't even want to talk about it. You see, I told you. Me, I'm very lucky that I don't care about a same or not. I just talk about it. I love it. Not that it doesn't pain me sometimes, especially when people bullying me with it. Depends who is bullying me with it. When it's somebody that I don't expect it from them, it can hit me sometimes. But I'll just cry if I have to, and I just leave them with God to punish them for me, and I just continue talking. It's very ashaming because the community will shame you for something that somebody did to you. This community is programmed to shame you for something that somebody did to you. That's how this community is, you know. Black community is like that. They always shame you for something that somebody did to you. Keep liking and sharing the video, guys. Before I can go, we can do this little talk before I can go. So people will do that. That's why, you know, the young girls, they cannot talk after they've come out of it. And also, I think because the African community, it's all about they want somebody who is virgin or they want somebody who is not, who do not sleep with anybody. And themselves, they always sleeping with people. African men have a very confusing mindset. Some of them, they want a girl or a woman who haven't slept with anyone, who is like a Virgin Mary. But themselves, they're sleeping with everyone. They're not going to allow you to be a Virgin Mary. They're going to either sexually abuse you or marry you young or date you. Even when they're married, a lot of them do that. And then they expect you to be a Virgin Mary, whatever you call it. So a lot of women feel like when they talk about this thing like sexual abuse, especially when they're young, because underage marriage is sexual abuse, they feel like they're going to make the men to look them down, you know, and just people look them down like, oh, they're disgusting. Because some people will look you down. That's the reality. But you're doing it for the young girls to save their life, for people to save them. So don't worry if they look you down. They're not better than you. They're just sick in the head. They don't know what you like. They don't know what your womanhood is like. They've not seen it. Nothing. They're just talking nonsense. Some of them, they've not done underage marriage, but their womanhood is more rampant than you who did underage marriage. So everybody's womanhood is different, and everybody's experience is different, and every underage marriage have different experience. So do not be ashamed. If you have sexual abuse or underage marriage, do not be ashamed to come and tell people to stop doing it. You're gonna help the young girls. Come on. Would you rather when you're young or when you're going through the situation, would you rather the adults to come and talk out their experience and save you? Or would you rather they just quiet like they did and let you go through that? Which one do you want? I am sure you wanted them to come out and talk and save you. There you go. Now it's your time for you to save the other girl. Don't be just like, they never saved me, so I'm not saving no one. Don't talk like that. If people don't do good for you, doesn't mean that you don't have to do good for other people. You have to start and do good for other people and teach people how to do good by doing good yourself. Don't give up. I know a lot of people in this community, they don't do good. And if you just look to them, you will not do good. But don't mind them. Look for the ones that do good. There are some very small amount that are doing good. Look for them, or just look from somewhere else. Learn it from somewhere else and bring it into the community. That's what I think we should do. How you sell your wig? I sell them. I can post it right now. I have a wig that I'm going to be posting. This is the order that I'm going to be posting right now. So you're going to email me or you contact me. I just text my number above. One of the comment, I just reply her with my number just now. She is with you now. I tell her not to be ashamed to encourage her. Yes, you should email me even and WhatsApp me. I'll talk to her if you want. I'll motivate her. She can come and start talking about it in the media like this if she want. I will interview her here if she want. Let her talk about it. Please tell her to not be afraid. It's very good. She's young. Lot of people, when they see me talk about it, they say, oh, this is long time ago. It's not happening again now. Especially Gambian people, because they are ashamed of it. They don't want the world to know that their country is doing this. And it's very bad. They don't want the whole world to know the dirty game that is happening in the country. And they're not doing nothing about it. They're not going to do nothing about it, but they don't want the whole world to know. So they deny it like mad. They do that to me. Women do that to me. Women like me, they do that to me when I'm having interview. They come into the interview denying my reality and going crazy. So when I see young people like this talking about it, it's good. Tell her to come out and talk. Because then they're making it real for people to know that it's not just, women like me that this happened to. It happened to young people too. Because some of these idiots, they will be like, oh, this is long time ago, like my grandma time, my mom time. It's not happening now. And they're lying. It's happening now. They know it's happening now. But they're just so evil and jealous. And they know that sometimes when people have a good story to tell and they don't give up, it can end well. So they're thinking about your future and being jealous already when they don't even know if they will wake up tomorrow or if you will wake up tomorrow. This is just life, No need to be jealous. We don't know who is going to wake up tomorrow. Someone like me, I'm just talking for children like this, for this not to happen to them. Because she come out of the marriage, she is not hearing with her 1 year. Oh, very painful. Were they beating her? But she didn't go to school. But she is trying to speak English. Oh, but she is doing tutorial. Yes, let her do that. Even me growing up, I never been to school. This is a nightmare, man. They don't put any child to school and they're just sexing them and going crazy. And they don't want you to talk about it. Who the hell are these people? People are going to talk about it. If they don't like it, they should stop it. You don't want me to talk about it, but you don't want to stop either. Who the hell are you? Africa have a lot of dirty stuff going on and they don't like it when people talk about it. And people are going to talk about it. If they don't want it, they can get to hell and stop. No one cares about whatever, you know. What the hell, man? Look at this. So yeah, my number is, you have to get my number. If you want the wig, you email me. My email address is above. Or you get my number, which I just commented not long ago. Scroll up and you will see it. I can either braid this wig for you, or you can buy, you know, the other one that I wear. Yes, I sell the wigs that I wear. I sell them all. They're beautiful. I'm gonna go, guys. I have to go to town to post some wig and to go and buy some stuff from the halal shop. African community is insane because they always do horrible stuff and tell people to shut up. No one is shutting up about anything anymore. Why is Africa not going to understand this? No one is shutting up about anything. Never. This is effing 21 million now. What the hell, man? Sick community full of pedophile and insane idiotic behavior and telling people to shut up and stuff. No one is going to shut up. They can get to hell and stop. They love children and love sex and going crazy and just want people to shut up. Who the hell are they? No one is shutting up about nothing. No, it happens now. This is 6 years ago. All right. Still. Yeah, keep teaching her English. Let her listen to English video. But if you want to interview her, you're welcome. Yes, I want to interview her, please. Take my WhatsApp number from above that I, replied to that woman too. Or my email address is above, amiolaf@gmail.com. My lip gloss. Yes. Email address or WhatsApp. We communicate. I will love to interview her. I am not giving up about this underage marriage. I am gonna go all over the world and talk about this underage marriage, inshallah, if I'm alive. Yes, I'm working on it. I'm not gonna give up. I will come to Sierra Leone and all of these other places. Women must understand that they cannot give away their young children. And the men who love women, especially young women, must understand that they have to leave these young women the hell alone. I don't care if they're gonna try to sexual abuse them secretly or they're gonna try to marry them. Let them leave them alone. They're idiotic, chaga, ranchang, hopeless, just pedophile and everything. They shouldn't be in any community. They shouldn't be in any religion. And some of them are in, religions, and some of them are in communities. What the hell they're doing in those communities and those religions, I don't know. They are pedophile. They shouldn't be in any community or any religion. If they don't want to hear it, they can get to hell. That's what they are. No one cares about their feeling. No one cares about talking to them so-called nice. No one is doing that. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it at all. There's some hopeless pedophiles who should be in prison. Oh, look at this. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go soon. If you want the wig, just let me know. Grow, yes, grow. Keep growing. Let's do grow before I go. Thank you. Let's keep growing before I go, guys. I forgot I'm supposed to grow people. some grow. Keep liking the video. She is made by tribe. Oh. Did the old man, give them money to marry her, or did they just give her away? Some parents do it for money. Some parents just do it money or not. It's like they just want to get rid of the child. I don't know why. But like I said, it happens to them themselves, so they don't see it like this. Yes, keep growing. Keep typing. Keep following each other. Keep growing. I should be growing, people. Keep growing. Keep typing. I love doing grow video. I just don't do it often. I'm too used to talking to my community about problem stuff. And to stop doing the problem. Keep growing. Keep following each other. I'm so bad at growing, people, because I'm new to it. I don't do it often at all. I think I only do it like 5-6 times or something like this. Keep growing. I should do it often. I love it because I have energy. I can use it to grow people. Masala. Keep following each other. Well, how did they say it? These Nigerians though, when they growing, they can't breathe. I'm like, I'll just die. I talk a lot, but if I have to talk constantly without stopping to even breathe, be like, Acha guys, just grow, follow each other, tap the screen, keep tapping the screen. I'm like, oh my god. Well, not enough money for sample, £20. What enough money? For what? In our money. Oh, you see? Yes, you are right. You're talking about the amount of money they paid to marry her. You see this? £20 and they're having to sleep with young girls. I know that it's not like they have to pay 1 million to do it because the girl is more expensive than anything. But the fact that they do it so cheap is why they're all coming. All the idiots are coming. This is ridiculous, man. I told Africa, until they have respect for women and children, they will never ever develop. The whole world will continue to laugh at Africa. You see, bride price £20. Hey, Allah. Young girl, 13-year-old. A 75-year-old marrying a 13-year-old. Paying £25 for bride price. This is ridiculous, man. This is worse than slavery time, man. And this just happened like 4 or 5 years ago, or like 3 years ago. She's now 17, and this happened when she was 13. That's like 4 years ago or something. I told you guys this is still happening, especially in Muslim countries. It's still Muslim. Some people that are not Muslim, they do it too, just because they like children, People that like children, they're going to continue to marry children. It's nothing to do with Muslim, but the Muslim community, they just hide in the fact that they're Muslim, but other people who are not Muslim, they do it too. I know that. Just all of us have to stand up and help. Help the young girls. I'm gonna go soon. Yes, he is Muslim. I told you. I told you. All of these Muslim people that are in third world countries, Africa, Afghanistan, India, Syria, all of these countries that have Muslim, their children are being abused every day. Old men are marrying them every day. And they're getting it from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Aisha's story. They're copying the history of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Aisha. And all of these other Muslims all over the world, they know it. And they're pretending like they don't know it. Pretending like it doesn't exist. Denying it like a 1-year-old. They'll be like, no, Islam don't have underage marriage. No, they don't get it from Islam. It's their culture. What culture? What culture do people have before Islam? You cannot be a Muslim and practice any other culture. You're not allowed to do that. You're even not allowed to practice effing Christmas. You cannot even celebrate Christmas and New Year as a Muslim. You're not allowed to. So what the hell are you talking about? What culture? So people were marrying each other young before Islam. And Islam come and they still continue to marry each other. So they're not doing what Islam tell them. So when they get married, they don't go to the mosque. Whatever the hell people were doing before Islam, especially people in Africa and, Asia and stuff like this, these other Muslim third world countries, whatever the hell they were doing before Islam, they stopped it when Islam arrived. And you know it. They joined the Islam and following what's in the Islam. So if it's something inside there, and they're still doing it, and they shouldn't do it, you should get out and condemn them instead of denying and running away like a coward, like a 1-year-old. Sick man. Why are you denying and running like a sick 1-year-old? That's not going to help you. They're already doing it. And you know it. And you know they get it from there. Because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam himself did it with Aisha. People saying we shouldn't copy him. Allah tell him to do it. He's a prophet. I know. But people are copying him. Did I say people should copy him? No. But people are copying him. This is what I'm telling you. People are copying him. I am one of the evidence. My mom, my sisters, this little girl that people talking about here, 17-year-old, who was 13 and was given to 75-year-old. This girl was given to 75-year-old when she was 13, not long ago, because she's now 17. That's brand new, man. And people are, right now, today as I'm talking to you, it's going to be a young girl that have to lie down for a effing 70-year-old. Today, as I'm talking to you right now, this minute, today is a young girl that is getting married to a 70-year-old, 60-year-old. Just like this person that they comment. And just like me and my mom and my sisters. Just like that girl that I watched her live video just before I came in here. That girl from Sudan. Beautiful girl, like a top model. She was given when she was 15. In this Australia. People are going to continue to marry young people because you people that are supposed to stand up and condemn it will never condemn it. This is wickedness, man. It's not because you care about the religion. You're wicked and hypocrite. You don't care about the religion. You always do the stuff that the religion tell you not to do. No one is perfect in a religion. So why the hell you're not going to tell people to stop doing this thing? Stop copying Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They're not prophet themselves. So why they copying him? Why they have to have a young wife like him? Get out and tell them to stop it. Because if you love this religion, you should protect it by telling people to stop this horrible practice. Because if they continue to practice it, this whole world will have no respect for you. People will come out. Wait till this young girl come out and other people like her. And the girl that I saw today in her video, she said that this is the first time she talked about it. See, she's having courage slowly. She said she's going to talk about it, but just this is not the right time yet. But she's already doing something about it, but she will start talking about it too. It's not easy to talk about. It takes me years to talk about it. I'm 41 now. I only started talking about it 5 years ago. I'm 41 years old. Look at me. 41. And I wanted to talk about it since I was under the mango tree. And I don't have the courage. Even when I came here, yes, I don't have the courage. Until I started crying and drinking and going out and drink when I don't want to do that just because of the pain. You think this is a joke? Even if you are a man or a woman and you have no heart, think about this is not a joke. This is sexual abuse to the max. Because your victims, they're not going to have any justice. Because you didn't just randomly rape them, you married them. So you're not going to give them justice. Because you married them. People are not going to give them justice because you married them. This is serious, man. We as adults should be ashamed of ourselves that we are watching this. Don't you think so? And all of you people that even have organization about this, you're not doing your job correctly. You're not talking enough. You're not doing your job enough. And we need more people that is going to be talking about this organization or not. Because this is still happening. The amount of pain that this does is worse than someone who just randomly raped you, I think. Because this is the person is allowed to rape you according to the community and the way they think and the way they behave and the way they hand you over to them. They're making you to accept that this is fine, and you yourself, you know it's not fine. No matter how young you are, you know it's not fine. You know they shouldn't marry you. You know they shouldn't sex you. And they're making you think that it's fine, forcing you to believe it's fine. That's more painful than someone who randomly rape you. It's still wrong. It's the same. It's just different form of rape. It's different form of abuse. But I'm telling you, at least you will know that the person who randomly rape you, they rape is called rape. You know, it's sexual abuse. You know that one, they don't deny it. No matter how wicked they are, they cannot deny that one. They will just call it rape. But even that one, they don't give you justice. When you go to other countries, when women are raped, they don't give them enough justice at all compared to here. And when you look at all of these countries that neglect women and children, they're so poor and horrible. They can never be developed. All of them. And I keep telling them all of these years, why they are like that is because the karma from women and children. Until they learn to understand that women and children are people, they can never be developed. They can never have peace. They will suffer too. Just like they're suffering, those women and children. Us, the adults, should get out and talk about this. Me, I'll never stop talking about it. And me, I'm not just talking about it. I'm working on it as well. I'm working on my own thing. That when I'm ready, inshallah, the whole world will hear me. I know it's not easy to work on these things because sometimes you don't have any support. And people are just criticizing you and bullying you. But we shall not give up. We shall not give up. I have to go, guys. I have to go and, post this and to go and buy the stuff that I need to buy. So, yeah. See you guys again when I see you. I might vlog the journey. I'm not sure. We'll see. But, yeah. Let's just not give up. If anyone have good ideas about underage marriages or sexual abuse in general, don't give up. If anyone have any other good idea that can help the community, don't give up. I know sometimes it's hard because the community will not help you. They will not support you. But don't give up. Very small amount of people will support you. And and you keep going. Don't give up. Those small amount of people you will meet them. Me, for 5 years of me talking about this, I barely get any support from my community. The biggest support I get from my community, I do have a couple of support, especially when I started putting those children to school. A couple of my followers donated like $50 or something like this, or a couple of dollars, less than $100. They all were. And I salute them. I respect them. Those few Gambians, they were all women, I think, if I can remember. I salute them. And I think they all live in America even. It must be some outside America, but not many them. Not many them. I salute them. But I also have a lot of bullying and name calling and laughter more than the support I have over the years. And some of those people that was bullying me will tell me that my mom been through this herself. But it's not happening again now. So something that your mom been through, you see I'm talking about it, you don't care? You don't care about your mom then. Because I'm talking about something that is your mom been through. A lot of our mom been through this and they don't like it, but they're not going to tell you. Because a lot of the men that marry you young, they're not even going to respect you. Even if you, the girl, you like the old underage married, you like it even if your husband is a little older than you, you're okay with it. But for the most part, the men, they don't even respect you. The men who marry children, a lot of them, they're sick on the head, which is why they're not going to respect you. They don't have no respect. They're going to treat you anyhow, abuse you, marry somebody else, treat you different than that person, just abuse you. You're not going to be happy. So even if you're so-called happy with the man, or you're so-called okay with it, or you're so-called faking your feeling about it, you're still not going to have peace most likely. So you have to stop doing it. It's not good. But the community, African community, is so hard to help. Because African community always focus on the crumbs. They like to focus on little things, the crumbs. And they like to focus on stupid, idiot stuff. Or sex. Things about sex. Yes, they love it. But things that can benefit the community and the young people, especially women and children, they hate women and children. African community hate women and children. I swear to God. I don't know why. Hey! Allah. This is serious, man. That's why when the women and children grow up, they cannot love themselves. They're full of self-hate, bleaching themselves to death, doing drugs and alcohol, doing sex, doing all the wrong thing. They cannot know who they are. No one cares about them. Barely ever. African community only care about sex and food. Especially the government people. They're worse. They only think about sex and food. And nice house and car. The government people that's supposed to think about the citizens and fight for them and, the parents and everything. Whenever they have money, they think about women. Because the men, whenever they have money, they think about second wife, third wife, or a new girlfriend. Even when they don't have money, they think about that. When they become like a government person, their time and their brain and their energy is just for women and sex. Because they have 2, 3 wives and other 10 girlfriends on the side. 95% or 99% of government people in Africa, they all have more than 1 wife. And they all have more than 10 girlfriends. They take their girlfriends to Dubai, holiday. Just sexing everybody. They have all kind of girlfriends. Indian, Chinese. These people are sick, man. Where do you think they get this from? They get it from the community that don't care about women and children. Lot of these effing government people, when they were young, they were abused, beaten to death, neglected to death. So they're giving us back, the neglect that they got. They're in pain. That's why they only think about food and sex. Food and sex is nice. When somebody is in pain, they only think about food and sex or alcohol or drugs. give me happiness, give me happiness, give me happiness. This is not gonna help you, man. Contact me if you are on pain. My email address is on the above. On the, you know, if it's YouTube, my email address is on the about, and I'm also gonna put it, you know, below this video. If it's TikTok, my email address is on the bio. If you're sick on the head, contact me, I'll help you. You need to stop your madness. Sex and food is not gonna help you. It's not gonna heal your trauma and your pain that you've been through growing up, the child beating and other abuse. Come to me, I'll help you, talk to you. You have to heal yourself so you can know that it's more to life than just sex and food. Focus on the things that is your mission in life. Focus on your position at work. Help your community, they need you. They're dying. And you're neglecting the hell out of them. Lot of these parents themselves as well, they only think about food and sex. That's why they cannot help the young people. Like the fathers, they're worse. A lot of the fathers, they're worse. They'll marry the mother and they're bad to the mother. Even if it's arranged marriage and they're old, they're very bad to the mother still. And when the marriage finishes, they just abandon her with the children. They're like, oh, you will suffer. You finish this marriage, you don't want to suffer anymore here. You will suffer there too. I will make sure I punish you there too. But what they don't know is that whatever punishment they're trying to give you after you have enough of their nightmare, that punishment will come back to them. It's just a matter of time. And your day will come also. If you keep good, you don't give up. Your day will come that all your suffering, all your so-called sufferness will turn to good. And their ass will regret it. That's what they don't know. So when they're trying to suffer you, you should just keep good, don't give up. And don't give up on the young girls as well, giving them away to stupid ass old idiot who are like them. Don't do that. They're like them. They're like the father. You shouldn't do that. You should protect the young girls, no matter how hard it is. Even if you guys are going to go and sell some salt, sell some orange, sell some mango, just suffer whatever, but just be good. Teach them self-dignity, teach them self-love. They will have a good husband that they deserve. Most likely when they keep themselves, they have self-dignity and self-love, they keep themselves, they know their self-worth. If the woman knows her self-worth, most likely she will have a good husband. Doesn't matter how she looks and where she is. She just have to know her self-worth and self-dignity. That's what every good man wants. But if you give up the children, you beat them because you are stressed, you beat them, you shout at them, you treat them bad, you just give up on them. They're not going to know their self-worth, and where they're going to learn it from. And they're going to give up and do the wrong thing. And everything will just get worse. The circle will keep going. So underage marriage or not, even us single mothers abroad here to Africa, when you have a husband and the husband is neglecting you, after you give up him, you tell him I have enough, he's still continuing to neglect you, abandon you with the children. Just keep good. Don't give up on yourself because the children, they're watching you. You are their role model. If you give up on yourself, you start doing alcohol, drugs, or men, or all this stupid stuff, they're going to follow you. Even if they're not married young, they'll still abuse themselves, hand over themselves to the men, or just get involved with the wrong thing. Most likely, I know it's not easy to bring up children. Even if you're good, so-called good, they can still choose whatever they want to do. But most likely, if you keep good, you be their role model, they will follow that. Keep your self-dignity and self-worth. Don't allow life or men or anything to make you do anything. Keep good. Keep waiting until you have another good husband. There's plenty men out there. It's not many good loving, caring men or good loving, caring women. It's not easy to have a good partner because for you to be a good partner, you have to sacrifice your life. And a lot of people are selfish. They're not going to do that. But if you keep good, you will meet on one of those rare good partners that are hard to get. You will meet them. Just be patient and don't give up and keep at it. No matter how long it takes, don't give up. But you giving up on you, making the children give up on you, or you giving up on you and the children, that's not going to help you. You beating the children because you're stressed, hitting them, beating them half dead is not going to help you or the children. It's going to make them have pain and start to revenge on the pain. When people have pain, they revenge. And when they revenge on the pain, they're not going to do good. So understand that. But the community, why a lot of the men cannot even have a good business, cannot have a good government, cannot have any good life, is because they have a lot of karma from women and children. All these third world countries, why their men is hard for them to make it in life is they have full of karma from women and children. The tears of women and children every night, the tears of women and children every day is what coming back to them. That's why they cannot develop. Until they cut down that and stop that, or at least limit it, they can never get anywhere. They have plenty of tears from women and children on their neck. Plenty of blood on their hands from women and children. That's why I keep telling them this. They know that's the reality, but they don't want to hear it. They're running, and then they're blaming some effing, Chinese or white people for their failure. They're like, the white people came here and take our diamond. The Chinese, it's easy to do that, yeah. Just blame other people like a stupid coward, instead of telling the truth to yourself. Very serious talk here. Hey, this community. Very stubborn and wicked community. Very few kind, loving people in this community. Bless them. The rest, they're very cool. And they don't want to help when you're talking something serious. They will not even share it. But when you're talking sex or something inappropriate or something you shouldn't, or dancing inappropriate or doing stuff you shouldn't do, or saying stuff you shouldn't say, they will then share it. Thousands of share and then judge you. They share it when they're judging you. Why they sharing it, I don't know. Because when they see you saying something that is going to benefit them and their entire generation, this serious talk that the community need, they're too wicked to even press share. The thing when they share it, that mean they're validating you, or that mean they're agreeing to what you said, or that mean they're working with you to help the community, or what? Or that means they're going to develop you, or they're programming you to be somebody. But what this community, because people are so wicked, they forget that we don't know if we wake up tomorrow. Me, why I always talk serious in my videos when I have to, is that I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow. And I want you to hear me, even if today is the last day. I'm going to make sure that I leave something in this world that can change someone's life, even if it's one day, one talk. I don't talk because I know I'm going to be here 100 years. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. That's what I wish for, and wish that for everybody. But I don't know when I'm going to be here. And I'm not afraid of dying either. But this community is full of evilness, that even when you're talking something that they know, this is what we need to talk about. They can see your vision and see where you can be and see what you're capable of doing. And they're too wicked to press like or share. But when you're here talking inappropriate, telling them this is how you have sex, you do it like this, you put it like this, you suck it like this, you're talking like a hopeless idiot. Then they're searing and judging. And they're all calling each other. Come and see what this person is saying. Come and see what this person is saying. She's live talking about this. Oh my God. Before you know it, 2 seconds later, the viewers are like, Trrr. This community is sick, man. Very sick and hopeless. It's painful to watch. And people don't need to be talking about sex all the time. We're not lacking sex. We have plenty of sex and men with a donkey manhood. The community is full of sex rampant. That's why they're marrying young people and raping young people. A lot of them have manhood and they don't know how to use it, and they don't have emotional support. They don't have enough love and care to go with the manhood. Because when they're young, they've been beaten and abused and shouted and treated like a piece of shit. They don't even know who they are. So how are they going to know who the girls are? So they grew up with this donkey manhood, some of them, and they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to protect it. They don't know how to, value women. So they're just going to give it to anyone they come across. And some of them use it as a weapon. Like, I know it's nice when anybody try, they will like it. So me, if you try me, you will love me. If you try me, who cares about what you have? That's like a woman who don't know her self-worth. She's just desperate for sex, like a stupid whore. Who is going to just be with you because you have a donkey manhood? Don't you think no matter how sex is nice, loving yourself is nicer than sex? You don't know that? When the woman know her self-worth, that's more beautiful than an effing sex, man. Your self-worth and your self-dignity and who you are is more beautiful than an effing sex. You don't know that? You never experienced it yourself. That's why you don't know. I see. Women who experience self-love and even men who know self-worth and self-dignity, they don't just go for sex like a stupid idiot. They choose who to have sex with, and this person have to love and respect them and themselves. The person have to love and respect themselves and love and respect them in order for them to allow them here. You don't know that? That's what the community don't know. Because the community don't know what self-love and self-dignity is. The community is so sick that they don't know what self-love and self-dignity is. Many of them don't. They just hear it. They're like, what's that? Even if you tell them what is self-love and self-dignity, they will not explain it to you. They don't have an explanation for it. So a lot of the men who have this donkey manhood, they think the donkey manhood is all they need. And the women are just going to surrender, because some women do surrender to that, because this is how sick this community is. A lot of women are with this donkey manhood men and they're not happy. They're looking for every juju, some effing konkande. Looking for every juju, looking for everything to make their womanhood taste better. Because no matter how donkey manhood this man is, he's not going to be satisfied by you, because he doesn't have self-love and self-respect. He doesn't respect himself and love himself enough to not share himself with anybody like a stupid whore. So it's not about your womanhood is not good. It's about the man don't love himself, but you don't know that. Or you know it, you're pretending you don't. A lot of our women, Gambia and Senegal women, especially Senegal women, they all rampage their vagina because they're using all chemical and everything to make their vagina taste good. So they can keep the man, and they're looking for every juju for the man to love them and stay with them. Because these men are sick. Majority of them are sick. They're traumatized as F. They're not well. That's why they're just after food and woman. They're after sex and woman and every other thing to make them happy. Because they're not well, they're stressed. Because when they're young, they've been abused. They've been beaten to half dead. And they don't like it when I talk about that. They hate it. Because they know that's the reality. They're like, it's already done. Shut up. Yeah. Why should I shut up? I know it's already done for me and you. I'm talking for other children. Can't you see that it's happening to them? You want it to happen to them. Why? Why you want it to happen to other children? That shows that this is not okay. That shows you're very sick. That shows how effing traumatized you are. What this does to you is that this makes you very wicked and cold. You're not human anymore. That's why you want people to shut up and let it happen. You even come to my live video and say that it's fine when people beat their children. It makes them strong and to listen. It doesn't make them strong and to listen. You'll be strong if that was making anybody strong. By now, you're stronger than concrete. You're weak as F. That's why you cannot zip your trouser. Your manhood is for everyone because you're weak as F. When someone don't have control about their sex, they're weak as F. Because that's the hardest thing to control. Because sex is effing nice. You have to be disciplined to be able to control the way you have sex and people that you have sex with. If you cannot control that, you're weak as F. So why are you talking? That doesn't make you strong. That doesn't make you disciplined. That actually make you weak and cold. and selfish and wicked. This is how I'm doing, talking to my community, the real talk that I always do. That's how I'm doing. Someone typing, how am I doing? Huh? Life is too short to do good for people. Yeah, life is too short. You have to do good for people. Just because life is too short doesn't mean that you have to be evil. You are not going to gym. I'm preparing. No, I'm not going to gym today. I have to go and post order, and I'm still recovering from the cold. Maybe tomorrow. The cold is gone now, but just want to be stronger. Tomorrow I'll go. Inshallah. This is serious, man. Look at this. Look at this. Why a woman do not like a man to get 4 wives? Why a man don't want a woman to get 4 wives, 4 husbands? You want to have a woman who have 4 husbands? So you're allowed to have sex with 4 people, but the woman is not allowed that. What a selfish behavior. It's the reason why you don't want to have a woman who have 4 men sexting her and you, or 3 men sexting her and you. The same reason why the woman don't want it. Or you think the woman is not human, she doesn't have blood. She's now a concrete person. What a joke. What a selfish community who only think of themselves. Community where the men only think of themselves is a Muslim community. And every community that the men only think they should have a lot of wives or girlfriends or do what they want and the woman should sort of. All this community, they are the worst selfish, idiotic community in the world. That's why the people will not respect you. The rest of the world who don't think like that, that's why they have no respect for you. Lot of you Muslim men want to marry 2, 3 wives because you say it's from Quran. You don't do everything that Allah tell you to do. You don't do everything that is in the Quran. No one can do everything that is in the Quran. You cannot be that good. It's impossible. It's so complicated to finish. So why the hell you want to choose that? You want to choose your favorite ones, yeah. What a selfish idiot game. You're marrying young people and marrying different women because you are selfish. It's nice. You like that. It's not because you're Muslim. You're not good Muslim. No one is a good Muslim, whatever the F good Muslim is. You cannot do all that Allah tell you at all. We all know that as a Muslim. So why the hell you want to choose your favorite? The ones that you know that is gonna harm your partner. Your partner not gonna like it. And Allah tell you you have to make your wife happy. Even Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have a story where he was making so that Khadija is always happy and smiling. When Khadija is not happy, he's like, why you not happy? I want to know so I can make you happy. So how the hell then you're making the woman stressed by marrying somebody else? This is complicated, man. You just have to use logic and be fair and balanced. Don't use any religion like a hopeless idiot and abusing people and just doing what's favor you. People know that you're just doing it because it favors you. People know that it's not because you are religious. Even the women who play along with this so-called game, like they okay with the second wife thing, it's not like they're looking at you like you're Muslim and they're like, oh, we're good Muslim. They say that they're just lying. Those women, they're like, oh, we're Muslim, Allah says this. They're just lying. They're just playing with the game like they just want to make you happy. They're just faking that they're good Muslim and they're allowing what Allah says. They know that Allah tell you to do so many things, you the man, and you're not doing it. And them too. No one can finish all that Allah says. So why are you picking the ones you like, the ones that favors you? It's because you are selfish. They know that exactly like how I know it. They just don't have the gut to say no like I'm doing. So they then play along and they give up because to play along is easier than to get out and be on your own. Come on, we all know this, right? So they play along just so you can accept them like, yeah, mashallah, good Muslim woman, yeah. They're like, yes, you know, mashallah, Allah say this. Inside, they know that you're just selfish. They know it exactly like I know it inside. They're just not going to say it. Because they know the consequences of saying it, that you're going to judge them like you're judging me and run away from them or just, you know. And they have no choice because they don't want to get out of the marriage, especially the ones that are married. Some of them are not married, but they want to play like a good Muslim so they can get a husband. Me, you can call me whatever you want. You're not a better Muslim than me. I'm not gonna talk for me to get a husband at all. I talk for my community, talk for the reality, things that is not fair to be stopped. I don't care who is gonna marry me or not. I don't care I stay like this until I die like this, no husband, who cares? I rather tell the truth and not get married than lying and faking it just to get married. Ha ha ha, Turu, an old man said, good secret, a man and woman, not man and woman. Don't know what you mean. Anyway. So it's like that. A woman has to help themselves. What do you mean a woman has to help themselves? What the hell do you mean? So the community is full of sick people, especially the men, who are programmed to be selfish and only think of themselves. The community programmed them to do that from when they're young. They see it from their fathers and grandparents, who just marry anybody they want, the younger the better, and cannot even sex them. A lot of these men cannot even sex the women that they are marrying. This is the painful part, man. Their manhood cannot even stand. They're too old. The manhood is like, they try to put it and it's like dying, fully flopping. They're like, and the man is like, I'm dead, leave me, I'm tired. And they're still marrying these young people, wasting their life, and they cannot even sex them. For wife, you don't have the ability to fit clothing or pay school fees. Exactly, like Allah tell them to do. These people are a effing joke. Hey, I'm laughing but I'm crying. This is not funny. Allah tell them to house the woman. Allah said, as a Muslim, for example, if I have a Muslim husband now, he's supposed to pay for my rent, pay for the clothes I'm wearing, everything. Even this week, he's supposed to pay for the wig, everything. The scarf, even the eyelashes, everything supposed to be from his pocket. The water, the food, the cream I use, just everything about me have to be from his pocket. That's house, feed, clothes, whatever they call it. Clothe them. You have to feed them, clothe them, house them. That's how Allah described it. And 90% or 95% of Muslim men that have more than one wife, they're not doing those three. Especially in my country. Gambia and Senegal husbands, 95 or 98% of them are not doing all of those three. Even to feed the wife and the children, which is the number one basic one, they're not doing it correctly. They always give them very small money for food that is not enough for nothing. The woman have to bring her own money to add to it. And the rest of the money is for girlfriends. And to save to marry somebody else again. And even when they have 2-3 wives, they still have girlfriends because they're too used to too many women. They don't have self-discipline, which is why they have to have second type and 100 wives. They don't know. They're so sick that they don't know that you have to have self-discipline so you don't have sex. It's very simple. Your womanhood or your manhood is here with you everywhere you go, married or not. But you have to have discipline to not use it. It's very simple. But they don't know that. They're like a effing 1-year-old just carrying the manhood or, the manhood just going everywhere, married or not. This is sickening, man. And some of them so-called strict Muslim people who is like, no, I'm not going to do it when I'm not married, haram, subhanallah. But I'm going to marry 4. So I'm still having different women because I cannot stay with one woman and love her for so long. That's boring and stupid. No, let me have all of these women, and even love them differently. That's fine. Because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was saying that Aisha is his favorite wife. So I'm allowed to love them differently, treat them differently, even though Allah tell me to treat them the same. Man, this community is sick. Very sick. Very, very sick. And will continue to be sick because the people don't want to hear that they're sick. They deny it and run and hide like a 1-year-old. Who don't understand what is life? If you are talking about me, you mean you don't understand life. I understand life more than you. How the hell you gonna think you understand life more than me just because you're rude and hopeless and commenting like a stupid idiot? You understand life your way, I understand life my way. So how the hell you understand life more than me? I understand my community. If I don't understand life, then I understand my community. And that's all I need to know. Because my community is my life and the life of my people. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in knowing all about life everywhere. It doesn't bother me. As long as I know my community and my people and what they're doing. They are all rage, but still one young girls. They are, and they're very sick and chaga. Chaga is like when someone is like a whore. They like sex and hopeless and so idiotic and pedophile and insane. I hate them and I have no respect for them. They can get to hell for all I care. I have no respect for all of them. All of these people that marry young people, they can get to hell. They will marry a young wife and humiliate their first wife. Yes, in front of the young kids. Yes, they always insult and disrespect and belittle the young wife in front of the old wife in front of the young wife. They do that to make the young wife feel good so they can have her at night and enjoy her. They're so sick and hopeless and idiotic. But me, when they marry me, I never allow them to touch me. They know me. Idiot, hopeless idiots. We have to help one another. Exactly. That's why I'm talking. But the community is so hypocritical. They don't want nobody to help nobody. Because when you're talking about the reality. They so stop what they're doing. They're like, you talk a lot. And they talk worse than you. They're always on the phones gossiping or talking to girlfriends or people that they shouldn't talk to, And me, I rather click my video and talk to my community than gossiping on phone or talking to stupid idiot men who just are hopeless. The community is full of men who are hopeless and just don't even know what love is and stuff. My face, my face is impressive. My face, my community, I can have all kind of face when I'm talking to my community sometimes. My community, they're so lucky. It's painful to watch me sometimes, but you should thank God that I don't give up your entire generation long time ago. Because I'm in Scotland. Here is full of, white people and other people. It's barely black people. You're lucky that I'm not lost and just get out of my race like a lot of miserable, painful black people do. Especially the women and some men too. Especially when they're single abroad. They will just get lost and be like, I have enough of this effing community. They're wicked. I don't want nothing to do with them. And just go with the other race and just get lost. And start drinking or doing whatever they want and just get lost. You're lucky that I'm still stubborn and fighting to stay with you guys and help your entire generation. You should thank your God. You don't know that? You don't like it, but this is what you need. You need people like me, not people who are faking it with you all the time. Hey. I do that sometimes when I'm in the mood, but I don't fake it. When I'm in the mood to dance, I come here dance, When I'm in the mood to tell you the truth, I come here and scream the hell. Scream the hell. I rather do that than giving up and, going with other people just because I give up. I'm never going to give up because this is where I'm from. I know no community is perfect. These communities here, they have ridiculous stuff going on too. Oh my God. Insane stuff going on with, these Western communities. Oh, don't even bother going there. But every community have their own way of doing bad thing, I know that. I'm not saying like my community is the worst, the other community, they're good. No. Every community have their effing things going on. But our community, I'm going to come back to this, guys. I'm going to go. I have to go now. I'll come back to this next time, inshallah. My community. My community needs a lot of work. This underage marriage thing, and just other things. The fact that a lot of the men are so selfish. They teach the women how to be selfish and they don't like it. The Quran said you can marry a woman just because she have money. You can marry her because of her wealth. You can marry her because of her beauty. You can marry her because of she have a name or she have a background. And then you can marry her because of her deen. That she's pious. She's a good Muslim woman. But they hardly will marry you for that. They will marry you for these other things more. Especially the beauty and money. That's what they marry for the most part. And then listen to this. Now the young Muslim girl, or just the young girls in general, or even young men, marrying people because of money or because of they look handsome. You're like, why you cannot choose a good husband? You're marrying someone just because they're handsome. Hey, that's not how to look for a husband. You have to look for good Muslim man. Subhanallah. Hey, sisters, that's why you don't know how to have a husband. Brothers, sisters, why are you marrying people for money? Subhanallah, that's not good. How is that not good? Is that not what Allah said you should do, you the man? Oh, only you the man is allowed that. Why? How? Only you have a nose breathing. Only you have blood in you. And want an easy life, easy good life, only for you. Why? What a joke. You doing it, the children will copy you and do it. You only picking things in the Quran that favor you. Marrying someone for wealth, marrying someone because of beauty, marrying someone because they have a name. You hardly marry someone because they're just a good Muslim woman. Innocent good Muslim woman. You marry them for that and you take them serious. You love them and be there for them like Allah said. You hardly ever do that. Yes, you hardly ever do it and you know it. So don't even bother talking. You and I know it. So, you marrying people because of these other things. I'm laughing, but I'm crying. I'm not supposed to laugh at this. It's very sad. And then when the youth copy you and marrying people because of these things, you don't like it. You calling them gold digger. Why are you calling them gold digger? So what is it called in the Quran? That one is not called gold digger. The Quran, when they tell you to marry a woman because they have money, that's not called gold digger. What's the name for that? What is the name? Comment the name. Comment the hell what is the name for that? So when people copy you and do it, you call it gold digger. Why are you calling it gold digger? It's not called gold digger. What's the name? Tell me the name. You don't know the name. It's called gold digger. Let me tell you the name. You know it. Gold digger. Gold digger, hopeless man marrying a woman because of her wealth. That's called gold digger and hopeless. And a man who don't believe in himself, who is a user. Why are you pretending you don't know what it's called? So when the Quran tell you, for example, when the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have a history of marrying a young wife, and you're copying that too, because you're selfish. But the community allow you to be selfish because they're not condemning you. You shouldn't copy Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam with all of the things that he did. He's a prophet. He was sent by Allah to do that. So why are you doing it? You're sent by Allah. You're a prophet. He told you to do so many good things. You're not doing that. You're picking the ones that you like. And you know it's not good for the person. You do it. Not the ones that you know if you do it, it's going to be good for the other people and you're not going to like it. Because you're not going to gain from it. You don't like those. But he did some of those too. So why are you not doing those? You're a hypocrite. Wicked. Very evil. You shouldn't be in any community. And people who are watching you do the same. They're contributing to your madness, to your nightmareness, whatever the word is. They're contributing to your behavior. They're helping you practice your behavior, which is why they're not condemning you. And all of you, the ones who are doing it and the ones who are watching, you make people to look down on the religion. And you give them reason to have no respect for you. You don't like that? Get up and do something about it. It's easy. People who are watching, they're the same as people who are doing the bad thing. If you see right now someone is killing someone or doing something bad and you don't call police, you're just watching, you're like, oh well. Oh, that's sad. Oh well. You cannot call, hello, my neighbor, that window is being broken and they're shooting or something, they're just attacking them, Then you're the same evil as the person who's breaking the window right now and killing them, and you're just sitting here, you have your phone next to you, you can dial 99 and help, hello, I live in this address, opposite me, somebody is being killed, they're attacking, come on, I'm looking at the scene now, come and help. You're not doing that. Then you're the same as the effing person that is killing them. You know it. So you and other people who are watching people right now doing what they're doing and you're not helping, I don't care Muslim or not, any community you are in. If you are watching, you are the same as the effing people who are doing it. And you shouldn't be in any community. You don't deserve to be in any community when you're just gonna watch. Watch people life ruin and you watch like something is wrong with you. And you can talk more than Ami Jobe. Your mouth can purr on the phone all day. You can put your energy on the wrong place all day. But you cannot put it in anywhere that you help your community and Why are you doing that? Don't worry if you don't understand it. I have to go anyway, guys. What is your topic? I was talking about people, we weren't doing topic. And then somebody commented about a young girl who got married in Sierra Leone. A young Muslim girl who forced to got married when she was, this is like 4 years ago, something like this, 3-4 years ago. She's now 17 and she was forced to get married when she was 13 and the man is 75 years old. Married her when she was 13. So the person who adopted her, she ended up in an orphanage, something like this, and the person adopted her commented that here. I'm going to interview her. I tell the person to message me so I can interview her. I love to interview young underage married people because some so-called Muslim or so-called people who don't like people to talk about the dirty stuff that is going on, they say that's not happening now. That's like my mom time, my grandma time. They're lying. Just now before I click this live video, a girl in Australia, beautiful girl, she looked like a top model. She was talking about how she was arranged married when she was 15 and she's now 28 and she's in Australia. She's from Sudan. She was arranged married in Australia at 15 and she's now 28. She's too young. And she have children from it. She have now 4 children. I think one of them is twins or 2 of them. No, one of them is twins, yes. 2 of the pregnancy is from that arranged marriage and the person was older and she didn't want the marriage. She's out of it now. But she's not even have the courage to talk about it yet in the media. This was the first time ever she talked about it when I was watching her live video. And it's not because of me she talked about it. Someone asked her, I don't know what brought the topic, someone asked her something and she ended up saying that. And I was like, what? Even me, I was arranged married too. I was like, oh my God. She said that she's going to talk about it when the time arrives. Not yet to talk about it. She doesn't have the gut yet to talk about it like this on the screen. Why do you think a lot of people like her and other people don't have the gut to talk about it on the screen? Because of you people that will bully them. Do you know the amount of bully I get over the years to talk about this? The amount of sleepless night I have crying? But whenever I think of the young children like I was, I've wiped my tears and come back again and talk. It's not everyone that have the gut to do that or the courage and energy to do that and are very stubborn and willing to do that. A lot of people will have give up long time. It's easy for you to give up and just go and drink alcohol and have sex and have so-called fun than trying to help some sick community who don't want to be helped. So you're lucky that I'm very stubborn with this. You don't know that? You should thank your God that I'm very stubborn with this. All these years doing this for free and you're insulting me every day. Do you know even people from my country will call me on Facebook insulting me, telling me, you just talk a lot, you're not doing nothing. You're just talking, you cannot help nobody. Talking in the Facebook and talking in the TikTok and stuff is not going to help nobody. Go and get a husband and get a job, Ami. Talking about child marriage all the time, all these years. It's like you're mad, man. Go and get a husband. Especially the men, they call me on Facebook sometimes saying that, especially this particular Gambian man. He even come to the live video the last time saying this. I don't know why he's always after me, that particular Gambian man. God will punish him if he doesn't leave me alone. Because anyone that is after me, God will punish them for me. I don't go to no juju. It's just because my soul is innocent with my community. And I talk for the young girls from my heart. God is my witness. Anyone that is after me, God will punish them for me. Or my own spirit or my own pain will punish them. You don't know that? That's my juju. I don't look for juju. Anyone that is after me for this job that I'm doing for free, you're insulting me. This job is worth millions of money for me. It's like you're paying me millions, even though it's free. You don't know? Because I know the pain and I don't want the pain to repeat for any girls. Because you guys will suffer people and you watch them die. You will not help them after you suffer them. So don't suffer them. Because after this community traumatized your entire generation, they're even afraid to marry you, calling you traumatized, even though you can be the best wife than any effing wife they can have if they're good themselves. I cannot be a good wife to a idiot man, never. I will not stay with an idiot man. I'm leaving his entire generation. But if I have a man who is kind and loving, and I love him, he loves me, I'm going to be the best wife. I'm very romantic and I listen to my husband. I'm good. Don't see me like this. But I'm not going to take what our community normalize. The man is cheating. The man cannot show you love. The man treat you anyhow and you stay there and cry or look for juju to help you. I don't believe in those effing things going to help you. If those effing things was helping Africa and, countries that use it, by now all of those countries are effing human and they effing behave and they effing develop. They cannot even think like human. A lot of them cannot, which is why these things are happening to their children. A lot of them cannot even effing develop government, nothing. So how the F those effing jujus are working? I don't use juju. My mouth is my juju. I tell you I don't like this. Simple. You cannot stop. Then I'm leaving. It's simple. But because the community is used to women looking for juju, crying, looking for juju, faking that they're happy with the marriage because the man is not listening, but they're just going to leave him to do what he wants because he's a man. Even if he's not good, you have to manage because you're a woman. Shut up. That's fake. No one can do that. No real person and real love situation is going to work like that unless if the woman don't love you or she's faking it. She's faking the happiness and looking for juju. That's why a lot of you guys are dying, especially in Senegal. Senegal, a lot of the men are dying now. Every month, every year, the amount of men that die is like 9 or 8% of the men dying. Because the women, they're jujuing them. They're giving them some juju stuff to eat so they can love them and be good to them. This is sad, man. When you can just be good. When you're good, you're saving your life. You're saving your community. You're teaching your children how to be a good man. And other people's children. But you're selfish. Only think of what you want. You're going to get women juju you to death. You're going to get your community ruined. They're going to learn that idiotic behavior from you. That's sick, man. That's very sick. So I have to go, guys. Like I said, I have to go and post. Thank you. She said, you're so beautiful. I have to go, guys. I have to do this serious talk today after that person commented about the girl she adopted that is underage married, and the woman that I watched just before this video talking about hers. This is rampant in the community, so it's not easy for me to not talk about it. It's rampant. And me, my community, my work for my videos, my main reason why I started these videos 5 years ago is to talk about this thing and talk about all the things that is harming my community. So That's why I have to talk harshly today. Sorry for any of you that don't like it, but yeah, guys, it is what it is, you know. The community have to stop this nightmare that is going on if they don't want people to talk to them anyhow or behave anyhow, and just they don't want the consequences of what they're doing, you know. Anyway, guys, I have to go now. I'm gonna see you guys again, inshallah. How can I order the boo-boo dress you sell? Oh, you want to order my number is here. I gave my number before, but I'll give you it again. If you want to order any of my stuff, my number is here. I'll text you my number. I sell in my video, but when I'm talking, I don't focus on selling because I'm that much into my community, guys. I just, especially when there's a topic. But also, I don't like to give my number too many times because the guys will just... Sometimes when I give my number, the guys will just take it and start calling me and they're not even going to buy nothing. So my number is... This is the number. So you WhatsApp me on this number. I'll let you take it before I go. You WhatsApp me on that number and I will show you the pictures, or you can send me a picture of the one you want and we take it from there. I'll post it to you. Where are you? Are you in UK or anywhere? In Europe or America? I can post to Europe, America, anywhere. No point me wearing my lip gloss when I'm going because I'm going to wear a mask. And the mask will rub it all. You're in UK, that's awesome. Message me and I will send it to you, you know. You can pay through Cash App or PayPal. And I'll send it. WhatsApp me. I'm Senegalese and I'm Gambian because my father is Senegalese, but my mother is Gambian. But my mother also, her grandparents are from Senegal. So... like especially in my grandmother's side. You're welcome. Right, so I'm gonna go, guys. If anybody want anything, the wigs I wear, I sell them too. If you want something like this, I braid it. I can braid it for you. And if you want like the other wig that I wear, you know, the other one that I wear, the one that have the braids like this, you know, the black one. I think I even wore it yesterday. If you want that one, I also sell them. I'm just posting one now even. So if you want anything, I sell them. And if you buy any of my stuff, I give you free pair of earrings. I give away beautiful earrings, different random earrings that I give away now. For if you buy one of my wigs or one of my dresses, you get a nice pair of earrings for free. Also, you can order it with other stuff if you want. For example, I sell really nice, yummy and healthy tea from Africa called Mbor tea. And this other one is called Tinkiliba. They're very yummy and healthy as well. But you have to wash the leaf. You like wash the leaf. And then you like boil it in the water. Boil it in a small pot on the cooker. You don't just do it like you make tea. You boil it for like 15 minutes. And then you drink it. Oh, so nice and healthy. Especially if you put some mint in it. I have this pasty. This pasty is mint. If you want, you can also buy one when you're buying the dress. I sell them for like £3 for the packet. Or £2.50. It's a lot in the packet. I think it's like 100 or something. I don't know how much in the packet, but it's a lot. It's nice and mint. This mint, even if you don't put it in a tea or ginger tea, you can just have it when you have cold. Beautiful spicy mint. Very nice mint called pasty. People from Senegal, they know this, and Gambia. It's made in Senegal. I sell them too. So when you're buying the dress, you can buy other things. You don't have to just buy the dress alone. I even have the African stick, the sochu guru from kola nut tree to clean your teeth. You know, the guru sochu. It's nice. I love it. It makes your teeth nice and clean. And it's just fun, you know, to use it. Where can I see your products? I don't have a website yet. I'm looking for a website. I'm trying to find someone to help me. I'm very bad at creating stuff on the medium, my media skill. But if you take my number, I have my number. I just typed it. I don't know if you see it. It's there. You WhatsApp me, and you can also email me. My email address is above on the bio. Then I'll send you my product. I'll send you, but I do post them here. But I'll send you if you want. But yeah, I have those things, guys. I also have something called Lalo Gui, Namunko. And I also have the Moringa powder, but it's not many left. I'm not selling it now, what's left, because I use them. Baobab powder, I have it too, but I'm not selling what's left now because I use it. But I have Namunko. Namunko is something that Gambia people know. It's called Sungufi Lalo Gui. Sungufi Lalo Gui. It's the leaf from the baobab powder. You know the baobab tree, the leaf of the baobab tree. But that leaf is very slimy though. People that don't like okra stuff or slimy stuff, they don't like it. But if you like slimy stuff, you can cook with it. You cook like okra soup or something, and then you mix it with it when you're cooking. Sungufi Lalo Gui, when you cook it, Supi Lalo Gui. It's very nice and easy to cook and very healthy. Choking with this mint. Extremely healthy. If you don't know how to cook with it, you can just drink it with water or mix it with juice and drink it every other morning or every other evening when you're going to bed. It cleanses you. Very good for your health to have that powder in your body. Yes, I can ship to Canada. I ship to America. I've never shipped to Canada, but I ship to America and I ship almost all over Europe. I can ship to Canada if I can ship to America. It get to America like within a couple of days, not even 1 week. The last time I shipped there, it arrived there after 3 days or after 2 days. My number, I just commented. Did you not see it? Did you guys see the number or not? Look above. If you don't see it, I'll comment it again or I'll tell you it and you can write it because maybe the TikTok don't allow me to comment it. TikTok is crazy. They might not allow the number. Did you guys not see the number or did you see it? I keep commenting the number a couple of times now. Let me know. If you don't see it, I'll tell you it. You write it down and then because I'm going to go. I might just say it anyway in case people who's going to watch this video after and want to. You don't see it? Okay, I'll say it because this video I'm going to upload it on the YouTube channel. So after this video will be on YouTube channel after like later on tonight, this evening. So for some of you that want to watch it again because I did say really important things here that is from my heart. But I'll say the number in case people who are going to watch this video after and they want to order. So the number, you have to do the UK code. The UK code is 44, no, plus, you have to do plus and then 44, you know. Plus 44. And the number is 79444855290. You get it? Or you want me to repeat again? If you're from UK, you don't have to do the plus 44. You just do 07944855290. If you're not from UK, you take out the 0 in the front. You do plus 44 and then you start from the 7. You got it? Thank you. So you WhatsApp me and I will talk to you guys. You can pay through PayPal or you can pay through Cash App or even bank transfer or however you want to pay. And the moment I receive your money, I will send you your goods. Inshallah, I will have a website and stuff Right now I'm self-employed for years, braiding people hair, you know, and because of pandemic I start selling more. I used to sell from day one when I start my videos, but pandemic made me sell more. And the dresses, they're beautiful. Everything I sell, they're good and beautiful. Right, guys, see you again. Thank you for promoting my business, and thank you for hanging out with me. See you again soon. Have a good day. Thank you, guys. Bye. See you.